taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
We are going to preview, we're going to go jump over another week and preview the next big fight. And probably, it is probably the biggest super fight left for this year. Or no, one of them, you know, for the year. Of course, we're talking about Beterbiev or Beterbiev.
Yeah, I mean, remember, we still got Tank Lamont Rhodes going. Like, that's still a super fight.
Yeah,
like, we still got that. Like, of course. I mean, this fight not as big as that, but
what's going on? This shit's on a decline, a heavy decline, yo.
Yeah, but Beterbiev, whoever you want to pronounce his name.
Beterbiev.
Well, the other way is like how you're supposed to pronounce it, in a way.
Beterbiev.
But in this fight, though, obviously we were supposed to get this fight, you know, as the main event for the 5-on-5 card, which would have probably been easily, if that happened, probably the best card of this year by far. But unfortunately, you know, Beterbiev, as I mentioned before, Beterbiev does the type of workouts that I like, because I like those workouts. I think they're effective. Does a gladiator workout.
That's why this nigga be getting hurt all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, he gets hurt all the time. And this time it was the meniscus in his knee. So this was crazy. Now, usually if it was like an arm injury or something like that, I would have been okay. Like he's you know, I can see how he's back though. But for the fact that he had surgery on his knee and he's back and he's fighting, because the 5-on-5 was it in June? So it's like he's back and he's fighting in October. That's probably the only question I have. Like, is that knee even stable enough or anything like that? Because, you know, unfortunately,
I did see a video of him shadowboxing, and for all intents and purposes, his knee looked okay. Like, I didn't see anything like.
Nigga, how can you tell a nigga's knee is good from shadowboxing?
Even my knee looks good at shadowboxing.
Not because you're looking at the way he moves and all that shit. Like, I'm like looking at the way he's planting his foot, like he's planting his leg, he's moving, like his knee looks all right.
No, let me see him work the heavy bag. That's how you know if the knee.
But we don't know. That's what I'm saying. Just from what I saw from that, that's all I have to go by.
Go shadowboxing. Oh shit! Like what? That's it.
He's in a chair shadowboxing.
Like we don't know. Like, he's not even like it's no resistance, no.
That's true. That's the only thing I have to go off. That's the only thing I have to go off. Take that. Take that for what it's worth.
Oh man! I don't know why I'm laughing.
I seen him driving the other day. His knee got to be all right.
Like, but did you see this nigga drive like 8 hours in the damn Pinto or some shit? Like was he cramped up? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's crazy.
Cause we all know, and that's the tricky thing about this fight. Cause we all like whenever a nigga's knees is involved in a fight, there's fuckery up afoot, which is ironic. Cause like Sergio Martinez, he couldn't spar that much, you know, cause his knee was fucked up. So when he get in a fight, the first couple hard shots, he's like, oh.
Yeah, remember it's all mental too, because that nigga could be in the ring thinking like, I hope my knee doesn't fucking fuck up.
How long ago did he tear the meniscus, Pat? How long was it announced that he tore his meniscus?
It was like maybe a couple weeks before the 5-on-5 shit.
Because it said
let's say May.
I'm looking. It says like healing could take between
6 to 8 weeks.
4 to 8 weeks. So
about 6 to 8 weeks.
How long has it been since then? Like
about 5 months.
So
you're looking at what? June, July, August,
3 months.
September.
3 months. So 12
3
weeks.
months.
So 12 weeks.
Yeah. So the recovery time is.
Well, remember, recovery, rehab, then back to training to get to original strength. Then you gotta probably over strengthen it, just so you don't fucking pop that shit again. Like, no.
And on top of that shit, because, you know, like I said, Beterbiev's workouts are ridiculous. Like, I have no doubt he's probably going back doing that same shit again. So it's like, you know, like
he got money and access to like the top doctors, medical niggas. So you got to look at that in his favor. His age play a factor that goes against him.
But
he was in shape because
an
remember
injury-
he fought this year.
Injury does not just hurt you physically.
Come
It's
on,
a
bro,
life.
really?
It's a lifetime mental scarring. A nigga will always think. Listen, if you slam your hand in the door, you gonna think about every time you close a door. Let me make sure I don't slam my hand. Am I right?
Yeah, but that's like so. I mean, I get it, but I don't even be thinking like about.
If you trip over some shit,
he gonna make
if
me
you go-
slam the damn door on my hand later by Jason.
No.
Or some shit.
Listen, if you hit your head on a pole in a crib or some shit one time, you're not gonna hit your shit every fucking day.
Hell
Once
no.
you get hurt, it's gonna be always in your head. Yo, let me be careful when I do this. Let me double think.
That's a
this.
tall nigga problem. You hitting your head on like random poles and shit.
You be like, let me think before I do this. So it could be more mental than physical. He could be physically 100%, but
he's been injured before. Like,
Yeah,
It's
it's
really
like-
the age. If he was 30 instead of 40, and I would feel like maybe I would feel a little different.
Well, yeah, just the age and the injuries. Even the funny thing is too, even with all that, he hasn't really shown signs of like slippage yet, like really, like age-related slippage.
his strengths playing the Bivol's weaknesses. So it's like he got that for him, going for him too.
Whereas Bivol, it seemed like Bivol's nonsense. Bivol's trade is getting overshadowed by his nonsense with his divorced wife. Like pretty much every single time you bring up his name, his wife is talking about, yes, I wish Beterbiev can knock him out, and she's bitter because she's only getting $1,100 a month in support or some shit like that. And I'm like, God damn, like, can he talk about something boxing related with Bivol instead of his domestic situation? But for all intents and purposes, Bivol is actually training hard. But it's just, and like, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, because I know Dude was training hard before. Like, you kind of got glimpse at it with the 5-on-5, where I think the plan for him was to be more of a mover and actually be more offensive. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe it might be the same play, maybe a little tweaked again. But so who do we think we're going to win this one?
Pilot, who you got, nigga?
Pilot's been kind of silent.
This is probably the best fight in boxing. I mean, that for a long time marinating. Truly a 50-50 fight. For the longest time, I thought Bivol would be able to outbox Beterbiev and get a decision. But I realized Beterbiev, isn't a brute. Just a guy that only has power. He's a competent boxer. So I'm wondering if Bivol can be perfect for 36 minutes. That's my thing. I don't know if he can. Like, I think for Bivol to win, he's gonna have to become the puncher. He's gonna have to I know his power is like iffy in terms of if he has enough power to keep Beterbiev off him. But I think in order for Bivol to truly win, it's gonna be kind of like a role reversal of the first Leonard Hearns fight, where basically, Leonard was a puncher too, but Leonard ended up stopping him. That kind of thing.
So who gonna expose who?
Honestly, I think I'm still rolling with Beterbiev. Father Time's undefeated, but I think Beterbiev's gonna stop him late. Like
What round?
Injuries and all.
Injuries and all, yeah. I mean,
Age and all.
yeah. I mean, because look at his last performance against was Joe Smith? I mean, Colin Smith, right? Was it Colin Smith?
Yeah, Colin Smith.
Yeah. He dominated him, and Bivol. If Bivol wins the decision, that's going to be the boxing. It's got to be the best performance in a long ass time for him to be able to win a decision. I think. Nobody's made a distance with Beterbiev, right? And Beterbiev has been dropped a couple times.
Yeah,
but I think I'm gonna roll with Beterbiev.
He can be hurt and he can be outboxed. Definitely, he can. It's like it's hard to just keep him down, and it's hard to just keep outboxing him. That's the thing.
You got to stay locked in.
And I also, I did see a clip of the Arthur fight where nobody realized that Bivol got hurt with a body shot. So he can be hurt too. And I think
of course, he can definitely be hurt. That's what I think. The problem is you can't let him, because Beterbiev is one of the ones where if you hurt him or you drop him and you let him off the hook, you're not going to hurt him again. Like no one's like.
Yeah, Beterbiev's a great finisher. So I think it's going to be a good, really competitive fight where Bivol's going to be winning the rounds. But ultimately, I think Beterbiev will stop him around 9 or 10. Around 10.
All right.
And that was a little statement he just gave, low key. I like that.
Ron, what about you?
I got Bivol TKO.
What round?
Yeah.
Ninth.
Now,
The ref gonna stop it. I don't think he's gonna go down. I think the ref will stop it.
I mean, stranger things have happened in boxing, you know.
But I mean, honestly, if I'm in Bivol corner, if I'm training Bivol, I'm training Bivol for a knockout. I wouldn't trust to try to the decision Beterbiev.
Yeah, I mean, Bivol's a great boxer, but can you go 12 with Beterbiev? I mean, you know, can you? I mean, it's going to be fucking the best.
Because this is the thing. You got to like. This is the thing. Bivol's capable. He has the athleticism, the talent, the skills to overall implement a 12-round game plan. He could do several different things, but his highest percentage is to treat it like the whole Canelo, where you do the whole high output, in and out boxing, subtle lateral movement, combination punching, but never going overboard. Like there's a bunch of 1-2-2s, 1-2-3s, 1-1-1s, 1-1-2s. You probably rarely gonna throw an uppercut or be inside enough to throw an uppercut, because if he is, then that gives a chance for Beterbiev to throw a better uppercut.
You definitely don't want Beterbiev to throw a better uppercut. That's for damn sure.
Yeah,
Beterbiev with the better heat.
I mean, in terms of boxing skill, right? Like we give Bivol an A. What Beterbiev's like a B plus or a B? I mean, in terms of just boxing goes.
Beterbiev's the A too.
But
Beterbiev's like A level boxing. Like
he's an A. Yeah.
One thing I'll say about Beterbiev has a higher ring IQ than a lot of people give him credit for. Like,
no, he is. People think he's just a. I mean, Beterbiev has the high IQ and physical intangibles that make him difficult.
He adapts to basically all of his opponents based on the style that they give him. Like he's not like because I've been watching his fights like recently, just going back like over the last fight. He's not fighting the same in every fight. Some people seem to think he's just a clubbing brute that just clubs you and shit like that. That's not the case.
No, that's not. Yeah. People that think Bivol's gonna smoke him is,
and then he also knows how to cut off the ring too.
In fact, when I went back to watch the Smith fight, I felt like a lot of the stuff he was doing in that fight, well, it almost seemed like it was his prep. He was preparing for a Bivol fight, because some of the stuff that I think he did is like, okay, let's see how this works against Callum, and see if you could implement that against Callum, and then like, okay, he gonna try that against Bivol. Watch, it's gonna be a great fight. So,
what's your prediction though, P?
I got a late stoppage by Beterbiev. I had been adamant from the beginning that Beterbiev would knock out Bivol. I started to like kind of waver after the injury, but I think he still has enough in him to get the stoppage. So he gonna cut off the ring. He gonna just see what Bivol got. Because the problem with Bivol is a lot of times he like, I don't know, there's a lot of stuff that like, if he tries to get the knockout, he could do it, but that's not a good look for him, because he'd be putting himself in the line of fire. And sometimes he likes to just like push his punches a lot, and it's just like, against a guy like Beterbiev, I don't know if that's a good thing to do. You're leaving yourself open for him. So I think eventually he's going to get caught. And I think that Beterbiev is going to do his job of systematically breaking him down over the course of the fight. And then I think by the late rounds, the body work that he does, he'll invest in the body work, and that'll slow Bivol down. And I think by the late rounds, Beterbiev will hit him with a nice shot and will flurry him and get him out of there. I'll go 11th round.
All right. LB, what about you?
King, what if Bivol bring a baseball bat? Would you still choose Beterbiev? Oh, nah, like, honestly, years ago when this first fight was first, like, looked at, like, as the fight that needed to happen, I felt like Beterbiev could get this. I mean, I felt like Bivol could get this nigga. Like, he has all the tools, and just, you know, I felt like he would just pile up punches and combinations and just kind of freeze Beterbiev, like just kind of almost Pacquiao Clotty him in a sense. And he low-key did the same thing to Zerto. But the thing is with that, like, and the reason why I could work with Bivol, because Bivol punches correctly where he's not really dropping his hands. He brings the punches back to his face. So you got to be like a real sharpshooter counter puncher or a real heavy-handed guy. So when you counter and exchange with Bivol, because that's really the best time to hit him back.
Quick, Obi, let me ask you: do you think Bivol has the enough? You know, does he have the power? Because that's the point. Does he have the power to keep Beterbiev off of him? Do you think?
Yes, if he sits down and decides to. Like, look, and it's funny because both of their last fights, I felt prepared them for this fight, which it rarely happens. Because if you remember, Bivol on, I think, the 5-on-5, he fought that one guy who was a puncher.
Oh yeah, that guy, that Zanab guy, yeah.
Yeah, that guy was aggressive as fuck, and he was damn like putting hands on Bivol, and Bivol had to really box and kind of box fight this guy off, and Bivol hurt him and got him out of there.
The fight against Artur before, he was trying to go for the stoppage. I don't think he might have to fight kind of like that against Bino. I don't know if the back foot shit is going to work against Bino.
Nah, see, this is the thing. He didn't really go for the stoppage for King Arthur. Like, nah, he look, this is what fools you with Bivol. Since Bivol runs his hands, people think he's going for the stoppage. But a lot of times he just runs his hands to just kind of keep you like low-key on some Austin Trout shit, like to kind of keep you neutralized. That's when he starts pushing his punches. When he really wants to tag you and throw punches and you're not gonna open up with him, he'll really hit you hard. Like, he'll hit you with enough, because he's a big guy. Like, he'll put his body in shots. So the way he was piecing up Canelo and the way he would piece up Zerto at certain points and the way he got the last guy, he could punch like that and he'll definitely get Beterbiev's attention. And Beterbiev ain't got like the best chin or nothing. Like, he's tough, but you know, he could be clipped, he could be hurt.
Yeah, I mean that's literally probably his weaknesses. He because Beterbiev can be caught cold. That's one thing. Like,
yeah.
And that's where you have to kind of dent him. Like if you let him warm up into the fight, it's almost game over. Like you have to.
So can Bivol. We've seen. Listen. Pepperidge Farm remembers him getting put on Queer Street by Joe Smith. I remember that.
I was there. I was literally there ringside watching this motherfucker go to zombie mode.
See, this is the thing. Now the difference in between those guys is like Bivol gives, like, Artur Beterbiev gives you more opportunities to hit him. That's the difference. It's really hard to catch Bivol with like your best punches.
And Joe Smith just happened to catch him just right to have him. And
in the 10th fucking round.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is after, you know, Bivol was just boxing Joe Smith's ears off, and Smith just happened to catch him just right, you know, right behind the ear and have him zombie walk into his corner.
Because he punches so much and he has the footwork to move in and out, and he's a master of finding his range and keeping you out of yours. Like, Bivol knows how to really play that game. So it's hard for you to really catch him. You have to really, like, unless you're a guy who's going to just cut off the ring, which Beterbiev does, throw all types of punches and don't really care about being super accurate, because you got heavy hands and you're destructive, which Beterbiev is. Like, he has everything that Bivol has. It's like Beterbiev has to counter it naturally. Because if he was to just force Bivol backwards and just club him, he could. I believe he could beat Bivol like that. But if Bivol makes Beterbiev have to fight backwards and he's in and out and he just piles up punches, and jumps on him when he hurts him, he could very well beat him. But 50-50 fight.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long night either way.
Yeah, and I think it'll be dramatic and have its damn exciting moments too.
Yeah.
So
over and under 9 rounds.
Yeah. I go 12th round KO by Beterbiev.
Yeah.
I
So
think
everybody-
Bivol's tough enough to go. Like, this is gonna be some dramatic. Like, we had to wait years for this. Like, it's gonna be one of those fights that live up to it, but not in the sense of like a fight of the year sense, but the drama and what you expect. Like, you're gonna see Beterbiev get outboxed and comboed up, but then you're gonna see him land some heavy shots on Bivol that's gonna make him retreat. And I think just Beterbiev is just gonna finally like catch him clean, maybe in an exchange or something. Because Bivol has good defense. Like,
He does.
like you have to be such a heavy puncher or have to throw so much to really chip away at it.
Mm-hmm.
Like Zerto could have did that and he didn't even try to keep it up for more than 3 rounds.
Hell no.
You know, it takes a lot of energy to do that too.
And honestly, I mean, so basically, you're just describing what happened in the Vosnik fight, you know. And Vosnik was probably the only one that's actually been able to actually outbox.
But see, this is the thing. Bivol could do it better than Bosnick because the difference is Bivol has better defense and he has better footwork. He'll outmaneuver Beterbiev better than Bosnick was able to. Like, and Bosnick, like, and this is the thing. Like, the rounds were still competitive with Beterbiev and Bosnick. Like,
Yeah, they were hella competitive.
so it's like I really see this fight like more ebb and flows. Like the times when Beterbiev is going to be competitive. Like, I mean, when Beterbiev is going to be on, he's going to be on, and it ain't going to look competitive. But then there's going to be times with Ball, he's going to be on, and his moments, he's not going to look competitive. Like, he's going to just be dominant. Like, it's going to be like, I feel like back and forth.
Yeah, but I this time though, I do think Bivol's gonna get caught. At least he's probably gonna get knocked out at least a couple of times though. But I do think that Beterbiev will probably score like a late rounds knockout. It'll probably be like a 10th round knockout or something like that. Because like I said, Bivol's he's a good fighter or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I don't think he could box or fight perfect against Beterbiev for like 12 rounds. I do think.
I just checked. Go ahead, Pat.
Yeah, no, I do think he's gonna get caught. But I also think he's gonna set his punches more because, like I said, Beterbiev, he is chinny. You know, he can be cold and he's chinny. So I mean, I do expect those moments though. And his strength
He'll be
is
fighting for his life, nigga. He better sit on them punches.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and I do think Bivol can probably tap Beterbiev at times, but I don't think he can do it for the whole fight just to stop Beterbiev from actually coming forward. So
they got Beterbiev at plus money. Y'all taking that?
yeah, so actually I have it up for FanDuel. For the money line, yeah, Beterbiev is plus 106, Bivol minus 128. So that's actually a good. That might be a good play right there.
Hold on, wait, say that again. My mind blinked out. Say that again.
Hard Rock got him at plus 110.
Plus 110.
He got him at plus 106 for FanDuel, and then minus 125 for
Yeah,
Bivol.
Bivol's FanDuel is minus 128. So why?
Bivol's the favorite?
Yeah, Beterbiev KO is 170 plus 175. Decision Beterbiev is plus 600. It's a close fight.
And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a decision in this fight. Like, both guys are capable, like, of endurable enough and have defense enough to where, like, I could see this going. That's why I said a 12th round KO.
But
I feel like someone has to decide something at the end if they don't want it.
A close fight between them. Who do the refs give it to though? Who is the fan favorite? Who is the company favorite?
That's a hard. But you know what? It might be Bivol because his punches are more like clear, like because he always throwing 2 and 3 punches at a time. Like his whole thing is wham, 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 It's always he works off the jab. He's steady, consistent.
If Bivol wins by decision, it'll be more clear cut than a Beterbiev by decision.
If Beterbiev wins by decision, it's because he hurts Bivol like every other round type shit. Where you're like, when you're just giving Beterbiev rounds because he's hurting dude. He may get out boxed, but he may get out boxed for like 2 minutes, but then he just lands a 1-2, and then he lands a hook afterwards, and Bivol's like okay, like good examples of this is like Haney, Ryan Garcia. Like Haney would outbox Ryan Garcia, but then Ryan Garcia would just hurt him.
Hit him with that PED shot.
Yeah, with the loaded lefts. And then it's like the shit would just be like, okay, he got to recover a little bit, take a break. 30 seconds later, okay, he got his feet back. Just like Boacek and Ortiz. Boacek could be putting in work, but then Ortiz would just come back and hurt him. Then he started putting in work, and then they started going back and forth. So Munguia, Bazinian, yeah, Bazinian, yeah, like somebody's doing the boxing and then somebody's doing the hurt. So yeah, Beterbiev could definitely win a decision because he fights in a hurting style where you can't ignore the impact of his punches because the other guy is like noticeably like, oh fuck, like even if he just beats you up like and you're blocking it, you're gonna feel that shit.
Mm-hmm. I mean, which is pretty much what everyone says too. Like, yeah, blocking his shots. Like, I mean, everyone says that his power is different. Like, usually when you have a lot of these fights saying that his power is different, then you have to, it's like you have to like really take that into consideration, But I mean, obviously we all know, like, I mean, obviously the winner will be undisputed light heavyweight champion, and we'll probably be talking about depending on we'll probably be up there with the Monsters and the Usyks and the Crawfords and stuff like that. So yeah, but you would think with a fight with that type of stakes on the line, they would have rebuilt this undercard, to actually match the occasion. But instead, we got two things. Number one, the main event is going to be on ESPN Plus because due to the whole Top Rank thing, it's like, we're going to air this on ESPN Plus. But the undercard is going to be on the Zone pay-per-view, where Turkey says it's going to be $19.99. Again, you would think that they would have had this undercard would have been rebuilt to be on the level at 5-on-5, but no. There's like 7 fights on there, but only 2 fights on there are actually worth the damn. Like this they dropped the ball on that. And one would be Fabio Wardley versus Fraser Clark 2, which the first fight was a Fight of the Year candidate, which ended in a draw. Like that fight, and honestly, and that fight could have been the co-main, like the actual true co-main, and I would have been happy with that one, but it's not the co-main. It's like the middle of the card. And then you have Sky Nicholson facing Raven Chapman, which is a good women's fight, which is a rare one to actually see one on Riyadh season. But god damn it, like you have Chris Eubank on there, he's not fighting nobody. You have Jaya Patel, he's not fighting anyone. Huh?
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I just remember what Frank heard before Frank Warren said at the press conference when Eubank was going off. He's like,
nigga, he said that shit clear. He said that shit clear into the mic, talking about speak up, nigga. We all heard him. We heard what he said.
I know where he got that from.
Bites your ass.
Yeah, no. Then you have
that's how it is. He like Pat know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Then you got Ben Whitaker on there. He's not fighting no one he's not supposed to. And then thankfully the one fight on there, which was the co-main, with Shakur Stevenson and Joe Cardino, was canceled because Shakur hurt his hand in sparring. And that probably would have been like the death blow to his marketability. Like if that fight came on, that went on, and he didn't stop Cardino, that shit would have been even worse for him. So at least you're glad that fight is kind of gone the way, like it's done. It's not gonna happen. But you have all of this. You have this, and then I know LB doesn't like the marathon cards of this, and it's like you have a fight and it's not filled up with anything, really, except for those 2 fights that I mentioned, the Wardley Clark 2 and Sky Nicholson.
And they're not even in a row, so you're gonna have to like watch one of them and then do some other shit, come back later, watch the second one, and then do some other shit, come back and watch the main event.
Yeah, and like I said, this is the pay-per-view. Like they won't just put it on all about ESPN or all about on the Zone. Like it's split. Like this is the Zone pay-per-view, and I'm just like, yeah, no. Like
yeah,
no,
they didn't put on their thinking cap for this shit.
Yeah, they were like, okay, the 5-on-5 split worked too well, so let's see if we can dumb down this card and get the same results. You might get some results, but nothing on the level of that. So yeah, that was a huge disappointment just to see that the undercard for this is that lackluster for it. But I guess they're gonna say, hey, as long as the main event is on where it needs to be, then who cares about the undercard?
Because these niggas is already like, fuck it, look, y'all wanted the main event. But in this finally, we need this main event to happen so niggas can finally just give the props to Turkey for this fight, and so it can be official. Because anytime you say, what fights he brought for us, people try to give us this fight, and it's like, no, it didn't happen yet. Let it happen. So,
well, Blazer Killer, I mean, I'm gonna sit there and watch it because that's what I do. I'm gonna sit there and just chill and watch it. But I'm not anticipating them. Especially Chris Eubank Jr. Chris Eubank Jr. has been pissing me off lately too, because Bru's been so entitled. Like his whole career trajectory has just been on some more bullshit.
Fight your ass. That's all I like. Anytime his name comes up, that's all I got to say about dude.
Dude has had plenty of opportunities to actually be something, trying to be somebody, but he's just like, all he does is just wants to be a clown. So it's just like, honestly, if he loses, I'll be cheering too, because I'm just tired of his bullshit. There's just too much of it.
The Blazer Killer. Wait, I'm curious. Are y'all going to skip the fights that aren't the Sky and Clark fights? Like, do something else when it's not them fighting? Like, sounds like a great idea, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be chill. I'll watch it, but it's just like it's whatever. I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's one of those like you might half watch it type shit. Like for me, like it's just I can't. Yeah, if I don't care about the fight like that, it's just I can't get into it. Like, like see them niggas like like taking Shakur Stevenson off the card doesn't help. Like it's like, okay, we didn't want to see that, so it's like someone about to give you some, like you gotta play the food out of cafeteria, and it's like somebody's about to dump something else on your food. Like, here, take this, and you're like, oh no, chill, I ain't want this. Like it's unnecessary. Like here, take your cream of corn. Like nah, I'm good, bro.
They put the cream of corn on your French fries. You like, nigga, I was gonna eat my fries, nigga.
For real, yeah, exactly. Like Stevenson Cordino was like the cream of corn on your fucking French fries. Like
that was a horseshit fight. Like that fight should have never been, and like I said, thankfully it's not going to be.
Like I wanted gravy on my fries, not cream of corn.
Oh man, but yeah, no, it's like, I mean, like I said, that card's in 2 weeks or whatever, and like I said, main event, like I said, I mean, that's pretty much one of the 2 super fights that are actually on schedule that are left. Yeah, the fourth quarter of 2024, it just went like the first half it was cool, but the second half was like, nothing. It's just kind of taking a kind of dive in there, but. I mean, like I said, if we get a fight of the year in Bivol and Beterbiev, that means something went horribly wrong. Like something went
horribly right. Because think about it, if both these niggas just do what they do best, and for some reason they could just take each other's best, and that shit gives us a 12-round decision, fuck it, then I'll take that. Because I mean, it's both Russians. Like, when's the last time we got some like this the fucking matchup like this though, where it's two quality, durable guys from like the same country.
Didn't we get that with Stanionis and what's his name?
Oh,
Butayev?
Yeah, Butai. Yeah, they were because I mean that was a cage
yeah, but
match.
them niggas weren't pound for pound though. Like,
yeah, that's true. They weren't.
but that's a great. I give you that. That's a good one. Yeah. That was a great fucking fight.
Yeah, no, because they kind of were beating the shit. There was some caveman shit, like that. Motherfucker, it could have took place back in the Stone Age, that type of shit.
Yeah, them fucking jabs were sounding so fucking loud.
Yeah, quality fight. So I mean, I'm hoping that Beterbiev and Bivol, and more importantly, somebody better tell Beterbiev like, okay, look, you got to cut all that, that extra shit out and just work out normally in the last week or so.
What does he be doing that's extra?
Oh, you've never seen his training videos?
No. What, he like run up a mountain type shit? Like, what does he do that's extra?
I mean, I think
bullshit.
Yeah, no, basically he does the type of condition that LB doesn't like, but I mean, it's what does he do? Like
wrestling conditioning, like just running up.
He the type like he'll wrestle bears. He'll fucking do knuckle push-ups.
That's like UFC conditioning.
He'll do some crazy shit with the weights and weird, like some off the wall shit.
Weird shit with the weights. He'll forearm exercises. The forearm exercises is good. It's quality.
I mean, that's really combat training to like the extreme degree, though.
Yeah, exactly.
When you're in combat sports, you want to work out like that so that you can be durable and be able to outlive anything.
I mean, that's the type of shit that I used to do, like the whole
but that's thousand monk fucking training.
Yeah, like ultimate warrior training. Like you can go to war. You're trained for war. That's right.
Yeah, but it has a limit on your body, bro. And
no, not if you train like that daily, nigga. No.
When you get old, nigga, you ain't supposed to be 40 training like that, nigga.
Nigga, there's some 70-year-olds that look crazy. Pause.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but the ones who do that type of training, they the ones who got the calcified knuckles and they be having arthritis. They can't feel shit. Like
yeah, Rome. Like you just have to watch a video of him training. Like there's several of them out on YouTube. Like because he does lifts that even like I'm like god damn. Like he does it with form that like the slightest thing that goes wrong, he can fuck his whole shit up. Like that's the type of, and this is the reason why he gets injured, because he gets injured doing all this the other shit.
Well, he gets injured while training. That's how intense his training is, type shit.
Yeah, like dude really goes.
It's
beyond.
like for them type training, like me, like yeah, that training's cool, but I don't lean on it like that. But it depends on your body. Like if you know you're a strong guy, you got good genes, you got strong, good bone density, you can handle that. A nigga like me, I can't handle that shit. I get too injured. I'm too brittle. I can't do that shit.
Yeah, and I mean, I used to do that shit too, but I'm starting to pick up all these weird injuries, soft issues.
Yeah, because nigga, you old. See, you paying for that shit now, old motherfucker. Shit, see, it's just I admit, like, never in my life was my body capable of doing that shit. Like, the Pat get my respect. Like, niggas get my respect to do that shit. I can't do it. Like, I could do all the creative, crazy shit that like Aaron Wolf and them be doing it.
Yeah, no,
that niggas at a time.
That Aaron Wolf shit. You'll never.
Yeah, his weightlifting is very dangerous. What the fuck?
No, I told you.
Seeing that shit.
Yeah. This thing is like he's jumping, doing curls and shit. Like nigga, you gonna kill yourself.
Yeah, like dude,
you training to kill somebody. Like you going to fight like. Gladiator type shit.
This nigga was just jumping with a deadlift.
Yeah, like he does a lot of shit in there, like with a lot of heavy weight. I mean, like I said, if you can pull it off, like I mean, that's why his core strength is like that's why niggas don't like getting punched by him. Like everyone that gets punched by him is like, god damn, like because literally it's that what he does is like that, like he strengthens every single body part. It's not like the core. All the way down to his fingers.
Nothing's weak. Nothing's weak.
Yeah.
So every punch is damaging. See, but the thing is this too. I feel like you can get the same effect if you punch technically and fundamentally correct.
Which he
But
does.
of course, which he does, so his punches are greater. But the thing is, he still clubs a lot of his shots. He doesn't punch everything correctly. But that's sometimes because he swarms you.
Yeah,
But yeah, he's definitely one of the hardest. Like, he's top 5.
Yo, this nigga did the craziest planks I ever seen in my life. Yo, this nigga is nuts. Yo, I might change my pick.
Yeah,
I didn't know this nigga trains like this. This nigga's training like Bruce Lee mixed with, like, yo, what is he doing?
He's fighting the murk niggas, bro. He ain't trying to fight the go to no decision and outpoint you.
Yeah, like, that's why I keep on saying that Beterbiev is a killer that kills killers. Like,
You know who he reminds me of? King P. What's that? The dude who beat Conor McGregor, the last nigga that wrestled bears as well. What's his name? Khabib. He reminds me of Khabib.
I mean,
The training style, like them niggas might be brothers.
Yeah, like they all train kind of wild. Because I know Khabib used to train by swimming against the current and shit like that.
Like, come on, like, what are you doing? Like,
that's what they do. Like,
that type of training prepares you to not lose.
It prepares you to not die, nigga.
Yeah,
war. You nigga can go to war with no weapons and come out unscathed.
Dude, let me tell you about the fucking you know what? Fucking watch it. Pull up this fight so you can watch it later. Vasily Jarab versus James Toney, full fight. But during the commentators, during the fight, one of the I think it was Larry Merchant or one of them motherfuckers said that Jarab trainer used to, like, them Russian niggas, they used to take a boat, put him go to the middle of the lake and dump him out the boat. And he'd have to swim back to the shore type shit. So when you doing shit like that, when you gotta do life or death type training, it's like the motherfucker really gotta kill you to beat you.
Wait, niggas drops him off a boat and says swim to shore? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
That's an awesome fight too.
Yeah, that Russian training is not for the weak though, but that's what I said about.
You don't really do that with Russians. Everybody else would be like, "Hey, nigga, fuck you." Like,
yeah, like I said, light heavyweight is, like I said, it's still a division full of punchers. Like Bivol being one of the rare ones. He's not. I mean, he can punch, but he's not like an extreme puncher. Like, one fight at light heavyweight will probably fuck your whole shit up for the year, depending on how hard that fight is. You know what I'm saying?
And imagine he get 2 Beterbiev fights in 1 year.
Yeah.
How often does that fucking happen?
Yeah, it rarely happens. It's only his 21st fight. Still, it's only on fight 21.
And he's like 40. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, Beterbiev is a killer that kills. Is a killer of killers. Like, that's the thing. Like, Beterbiev to me is probably the most dangerous boxer of all divisions. Like, he's legitimately very dangerous. So it's like, because
he's the only guy I would say, in a sense, is more dangerous in a way, only because that monster type spots. The grim.
Wait, you say he's more dangerous in a way?
Huh?
You say he's more dangerous in a way?
Only in the sense where Beterbiev could hit you anywhere and hurt you. Meaning, he's like that Evander Holyfield. He could club you, maul you, get close and just beat up on you, and you'll be broken and beat up the next day. Bruises on your forearms. Like, he hits that hard, and he has that style where, in a way, a beat on you, like with the Butler fight, but it's more so like to open you up so he can knock you out clean.
Yeah, it's more like 1,000 cuts to the body for a slow death type shit.
But then you know that the katana blade gonna come out though, because you don't get tired of 1,000 cuts.
Like, it's either take the 1,000 cuts or get sliced in half, nigga. Which one?
But see, this is the thing. Beterbiev, he's not giving you death by 1,000 cuts. You're getting death by pummeling, or if you fight back, he'll really hurt you quicker type. All right, like, here, okay, like.
Right. No. Hold on. The death by 1,000 cuts term is not does not apply with Beterbiev because you don't take 1,000 cuts with him.
Because even if you like a Paul Butler type of dude, if he was to just block everything that Beterbiev does, Beterbiev would end up breaking your arms and shoulders because the way he hits you and like in the way he punches and hits you, it's to just break you down. Like it's that type of training makes you break people's bodies down. Regular punches ain't gonna do that. Like,
and that's what happened to Vasek. Vasek was I think was he winning the fight or was like on the cards or whatever, but he simply took too much punishment, from him. And like I said, I mean, he took the punishment where he was off boxing for 3-4 years. Like,
and he don't have to catch you clean. Like in a way, gotta catch you clean to really fuck your shit up. Like, if not, he'll just beat you up enough till you're like, all right, let me just get it over and just open up and just let me take the stabbing now. Like, Beterbiev don't care if you open up. Pause. Yeah, pause. Yeah, let me take the blade to the grill, whatever the fuck you want to say. Let me take the kill shot. Beterbiev don't even care. Like, Beterbiev will just beat the fuck out of you, and it'll be a TKO if he never hits you clean.
Facts.
That's a whole difference. And
it's because he's too busy hitting you in places you didn't even know existed.
Yeah, because everything hurts. You end up getting a bruise in between your knuckles. Like, what the? Like, did I cause that or did he cause that? Because you're just blocking everything. Like, your elbow have a bruise, your tricep will have a bruise. Like,
that's the whole reason why. Like, pretty much every single guy that gets in the ring ended up like totally fucked up. Like, it's just like they either get knocked out or they're just kneeling in submission. Pause. Like, because they're like, okay, yeah, I can't take any more of this shit. Like, it's Beterbiev power is different. And like I said, like I said, pretty much Father Time. If he loses, either Father Time or someone with enough, with monster like puncher power will probably get him out of there at some point. But yeah, Father Time's gonna have to hit Beterbiev first.
And that's cardio too good, man. Like, that's what makes it hard for Bivol, because he's fighting another dude who's gonna be in just as good a shape as him or better. Because Bivol could literally throw 70 good punches around and move around and do all that shit. So that's what makes this a good like goddamn, like wow.
Yeah, no, I personally cannot wait for that fight. Like, because like I said, because it's like literally the last fight that needs to be wrapped up in terms of Undisputed Championship. Because they're doing too much. They were like too much them finding different points that they're not supposed to be fighting. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this a lot.
Hey, what up, Kane, son? I call that the Hayahachi Mishima training. Yeah, that's training in the woods, punching trees. Yeah, Beterbiev doing all that fucking Tekken training. I ain't got time for all that shit.
Yeah, no.
Let me get my boxing equipment. Fuck all that. Give me a heavy bag. I ain't gonna wrestle no fucking grizzly bears and black bears. And I don't know the animals in the forest by name and shit, nigga.
I think we gave this enough. I gave that enough bars. I think we get to the poll.